Welcome back. Now that you have either your PayPal or your Square account actually set up with your business information, you may have ordered your PayPal debit business card if it allowed you to. What I want to share with you is this training will be on PayPal and how to get started so that with some time saving tips before you submit your first invoice. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is log in with your username and password that you created when you joined PayPal. And your username should be your email address. The first page it'll take you to is your summary. Real quick overview of this. It will tell you how much money you have in your PayPal account. It'll give you your debit card information. It will give you your how many unpaid invoices you have, draft invoices, so on and so forth. There's some like other things it'll tell you. This will be your recent activity. It's just very similar like a bank account or a credit card statement. And it's used very closely like such. So real quick overview, I'm just going to go into invoicing real quick and you'll see these invoices. And what I want to share with you is ways to make those easier to do. Okay, so you are going to need to go into invoicing. One thing to know if you have, before we even start that though, to know, let's go back to the summary just so that we're on that same first page that you come to, your landing page. If your top portion looks like this, you most likely have a business page. When you log into a personal page, it has a little bit different, like there's, instead of money, it'll say send and receive or something like that. There's some different options. In your tools, you may not have all of these things here listed here. To get them there, you can click down here on all tools, and basically all the tools that are loaded into PayPal will show up. Okay, you'll notice how there's like these hearts here, and then this one is in red. I went through and I put a little heart next to each one that I use. Okay, so I use the multi-order shipping. This I don't normally use PayPal here very often, but okay, it's there, whatever. Resolution Center, it's good to have that if you have any open cases or anything. You don't necessarily, these are still going to be there. These will all be there. It's just depending on what you want to see at quick glance when you go into your tools. Okay, so like send money, if I uncheck that, it's now gone here, but I can still send money over here in the money. Same with request. I don't need to request money because I want as few up here as possible. The business setup, you don't really need that, but at first you may want to make some changes, so you might want that one in there. PayPal here again, I don't know. I put it up there, whatever. It may be something that I just haven't used, but what I mainly use is multi-order shipping and invoicing. Okay, so if it's not, what I'm saying though is if it's not, invoices is not in here, you may go, where is it at? Go under your tools, go to all tools, and make sure that's got the little heart on it clicked, you know. So then you can then go into invoicing. From your invoicing page is where you're going to see any invoices that you've created. But what I want to really show you is, one, how to create a template and also how to create items, okay? So first of all, you want to have items before you create your template so that it works, so everything works together. So if you create your items, you click into items, what you're going to see when you log in is probably something that doesn't look like this at all. It may see hourly rate. It says some weird stuff. Over here, it should have a drop down that you can just delete it if you want to, okay? What I did with mine is I left it up there for a while just, you know, to get comfortable with it, but I didn't use it. So to add a new item, you're just going to, when it says manage items, click add a new item. The reason that you want to do this is because it's going to save you so much typing in the long run. So you have several choices of what you can do. You're going to type in an item name. I don't know that I don't type in a description. Now, if you put, say, paparazzi necklace, Okay, the reason being, let's just say I put paparazzi necklace up here for my item name. If I would, what was I going to put for a description? Let's say I put yellow moonstone teardrop necklace. Okay. When I create that item, or maybe instead of that, I might put the name of an item, Miss Universe. Now, if I'm going to use this universe, it's all weird how they spell it on the thing. Okay. So let's say I do that and I put that description. Every time I use the item name paparazzi, the description will always come up Miss Universe. Well, what if it's, be sassy? What if it's another item and it's not Miss Universe? We don't want to mislead our customers. So what I do is I leave the description blank, and I'll show you why when we get into actually the invoicing. Okay, so if it's a $5 paparazzi necklace, it is okay to put in your $5. All right, and you can change your currency if you're accepting other currencies, but let's face it, paparazzi I believe is only in the US right now, so you want to use the US dollar. Tax. Okay, so you can add a tax. You'll say it won't have a tax there. You need to add a tax. So you want to click on add a tax, and then you can call it whatever you want. You can call it Indiana sales tax, okay, because that's where I'm from. And then whatever your sales tax is, okay, minus 7%. And you can see the percentage, so you don't have to do like 0.07. Okay, if however your tax is 5.5, like I believe in Wisconsin, and at least in some points in Wisconsin, it's 5.5. So let's just say I do Wisconsin tax. Okay, then you hit save, and now I've added paparazzi necklace. Okay, now if I use this, what it will do is it will actually charge 5.5% to that paparazzi necklace. All right, you can type it out, paparazzi each item. You can just type out what type of items you want. You can have it something. These are all the items that I've created. I'm going to delete this one really quick because I'm not going to be using that one because I live in Indiana, not Wisconsin. Okay, so I used to have like every type known to man: paparazzi long necklace, short necklace, cuff bracelet, clasp bracelet, wrap bracelet, and every type of jewelry that I carried. And what I found is, and you'll see what I'm talking about when we get into invoicing, you'll get a pop-up box and you have to scroll for days to get through them all. So I went to one that was paparazzi jewelry, and that was it, paparazzi jewelry. And I wrote everything in, just read everything they did. So then I went to, well, you know what, let's at least get the basics. We've got anklets, bracelets, earrings, hair clips, lanyards, necklaces. Necklaces can be short and long. Earrings could be posts, clip-on, fish hooks, hoops. Bracelets could be clasps, wraps, urbans, whatever, okay? Rings, you've got the wide band and the skinny band. And then I have one that's $1 for our Starlit Shimmer. And then the wholesale jewelry, you don't need this because you cannot sell it for less than $5. So we delete that one out of there. But then what you're going to do, so you're going to add your new item, and as you've seen how I just did, so you're going to add a new item, and we're just going to call it widget because, it's a paparazzi widget. We're going to sell it for $14.95. Whatever your price is, keep it at US dollars. Bring your whatever tax you want in there. We're going to use Indiana for this case. Then you click save. It's going to bring it down into your items. Okay, widget, $14.95. All right. Then you'd add your next item, and you just keep going until all of your items are in there, right? So now when we go to do an invoice, you're going to see what I'm talking about. The next thing I want to talk about is under settings and templates. So you click on your template, and you can, here's those crazy things: 10% discount, all of this crazy stuff, quantity, hours, all that stuff. What I want is this paparazzi one. To do it, you're going to create a new template. Your new template is going to actually look like an invoice that you would create. All right. You can change any of these items that you want to down here. All right. So I do not put the items in at this point, Basically, what I want in this template is I want the shipping. So whatever your shipping code is, and the reason for a template is because you want to use this template at all times, at least most all times. Like I want a default template that I can use every time without fail. Now, let's say you have a week and you're going to do a special week and everybody's getting free shipping. Then you could create a template for free shipping and call it the free shipping template so that you would use that. Again, I'm going to show you how to use the templates when we look at invoicing. But you want to put whatever your shipping code is so that it always happens. So you don't have to keep typing that in. The other thing you want to do is put a little thank you for your business, just like they show here. Terms and conditions, you want to put your terms and conditions in here. When you get it all how you want it to do, if you want to allow a partial payment, if you want to allow them to add a tip, which that would be weird, but you can allow partial payments. I do not, unless a customer requests it and they're going to be late. And then I'm like, hey, why don't you pay 20 bucks now and pay the rest later? Then I'll go back and edit each invoice as needed. Once you're all done, then you save your template. I'm not going to save this one. Instead, I'm going to show you my template, okay? I'm going to show you the template that I created because I want you to take a screenshot of what I have on mine. We'll leave this page. This is my default. And you can make this as a default. So I just want to go in and edit it just to pretend to edit it. As you can see, I kept this due on receipt, even though my customers have until like usually over 48 hours to pay it, but I couldn't put in a specific date. Okay, so I leave all of this the same, but this is what I put. So I want you to screenshot this. I want you to screenshot this. So I'm going to give you a couple seconds here to screenshot this. As you can see, I put in a return policy. You're welcome to use copy and paste this exactly how it is here. Okay, you're welcome to use this. That is your return policy. I put a little thank you for your business. Sometimes, let's say I offered them a little special thing or something, I might even come down here on that particular person's and type it in, but I don't want to do it on the template because then it will say it on the same person's. Again, I will show you that later. The other thing I want you to screenshot is this. These are my terms and services. This needs to be changed. Oh no, right here. So I give them a little special thing if they pay by Sunday. I have changed that. Again, take a screenshot for this because then whether or not you use it exactly and you do exactly what I'm doing, and I don't suggest you do, especially this portion about paying by Sunday because you could end up being, out of inventory, out of money, whatever, okay? So, come up with your own ideas, but at least use this for an idea. So there's your terms about when they're due. And then here's the terms on the return policy. All right. Again, you come up with yours, but it's always good to put that on there. When you're done, then you're going to click save. I got to make sure I didn't make any changes. Save the template. And then here is your little check mark. This will be your make this my default. Okay. When you make it your default, it's the first invoice that comes up when you're creating your invoice. It's the default. Okay. And then you just click save. Okay. So that is how you're going to create a template after you create your items. Trust you me, this is going to help you so much going forward. So I hope that was helpful. I will be right back and we will talk about how to create an invoice with PayPal.